Okay, so it's day 55. These days are going so quick. Yeah, so I've got a few things I want to kind of go over today. I mean, they're kind of brief. I am pretty tired. I didn't really want to record this today, but I got to show up every day, and here I am. So yeah, I left this way too late to record this, but this is the one day this week that I don't have to get up for 9 a.m. So get up and out the house for 9 a.m. So with that said, the first thing that came across my mind today, and I've kind of wanted to say for a while, but I never actually got around to saying, is the amount of shit that you can get done in one day. Now, I'm not saying work-wise, although this obviously means you can get a lot of stuff done in work-wise, but think about it like this. If I wake up at, let's say, 4 a.m. in the morning, this is how fucking crazy this is, but we take it for granted and we say there's not enough time. I wake up at, let's say, 4 a.m. and I've got a train to Paris, a Eurostar to Paris at 7 a.m., 6 a.m., right? To which I go through the baggage check and stuff, whatever, prior to that. So you do that, and you get on the train to Paris. You're in Paris by like 10 or 11 a.m. 10 or 11 a.m. Now, some of us will wake up at 10 or 11 a.m. on a weekend, and in that time, it is possible for me to have woken up, got on a train, and be in a completely different city, in a completely different country, across the world. And that's by 11 a.m. Then take it into thought that you could then spend from 11 until 10, 11, 12 at night. Yes, you've been up since 4, so you may be tired, but once you get awake, obviously you know it's quite easy to stay awake once you're awake. So you're awake, you've then got the whole day to spend in Paris. And let's say you go to bed at 10 p.m, maybe even 11. You've got 10, 11, 12 hours still left of your day, and you've already trekked to Paris. And on that trek to Paris, could have done work on the train. Like, there's so much shit you can do in a day, but because we're getting up late and we're not really going outside, we're just kind of sitting in our houses all day, and time just kind of passes by because we're not doing anything novel, we're not doing anything that's of somewhat of an experience. We're doing stuff that we do every single day. Time just passes by like nothing because it's the same thing you do every day. And yeah, you almost live to just waste time on some days of the week. Like on weekends, I feel like most people just live to waste time. They just live to relax, quote unquote relax, but whilst relaxing, they're just wasting time. They're not actually relaxing, they're just wasting time. So what I'm saying is, if you're more conscious with your time and realize that there's so much time that you actually have to do stuff, but because none of us use it with as much value as it has, and we all take it for granted as if we've got loads of it, I think that, yeah, you'll realize that there's so much more stuff you can do in a day if you just quit the biggest, like, I call them time stealers that you have, which is your phone. That's like 5 hours a day, 4 hours a day on your phone. That's like a third of your day almost, if you're awake for 16 hours and you sleep for 8. Like, your day, it's just gonna go like that if that's the kind of things that you're doing. So what I've come to learn is just being more conscious with your time. I mean, I literally got in at 10:30. I had a thing. I had to get up and out of the house for 8 a.m. this morning. Sorry. I was finished by 10:30. By 11 o'clock, I was in the gym. By 12:30, I had finished in the gym. At about 1:30, I had my protein food plus showered, got changed and stuff, made a coffee, and sat at my desk to work. And I mean, by 1 p.m, after doing all of that, I still had, what, 10, 9, 8 hours? I mean, even if you go out at like 7 p.m, 6 p.m, you've still got a good 5 hours to just work. And the amount of stuff you can get done in 5 hours if you actually get your head down, fucking like unreal. There's so much shit you can do, but because there's so many distractions, all of us just get distracted and we don't get anything done. So I'm not here to lecture you on this stuff because I kind of feel like I do it all the time. But what I am going to say is there is so much time, but there's also not much time. So you need to understand that if you're going to waste as much time doing mindless things as you currently are, as I am, a lot of the time, you're just going to waste your life away. And as people say, life goes by faster the older you get. And the next thing you know, you're going to be 30, 40, wondering where all the time went. Thinking, shit, I should have done this. I wish I had done this. And it's easy to say now. It's easy to make excuses now because you can say, yeah, I'm still only 20. But time's just going to go like that, man. I've been doing this series for almost 60 days, 2 months. The time's just gone, man. It really has. And I've learned a lot, but it's crazy. It's crazy. So you've got a lot of time, but you also don't have much time at all. It just depends how you spend your time. Because if you spend your time on stuff that's less stimulating, your time's going to go slower. It's like when you're doing the plank or when you're doing something that's something that's hard, right? When you're doing the plank, if you've ever done the plank, you'll know that time seems to move very slowly because you're in this position that you want to get out of. So time just seems to go really slowly because there's nothing kind of like stimulating about what you're doing. There's nothing to distract you about thinking about time. So all you're thinking about is time, to which you're conscious of the time, and it therefore goes slower. Whereas if you're constantly almost trying to avoid time and avoid thinking about things and just mindlessly consuming, of course time's going to go quickly because you're not conscious of it. It just kind of goes. So I know it sounds naive the way that I've explained it, but I hope that makes sense because I think that we all have that kind of same thing. Because, I mean, when you're on, let's say, when you're on a dog walk, time goes slower. When you're watching a movie or you go on TikTok or whatever it is, time just goes so quick. You're playing in a football match. You're watching a football match. I mean, even when you're looking at a football match, you're looking at the time, and the time seems to go somewhat slower. But when you're watching a movie, you're not looking at the length of the movie. The movie just kind of seems to go like that. And the same goes with TikTok. You go on TikTok, and 2 hours later, you just realize that 2 hours has gone, and it felt like that. It's just gone. So you need to be conscious of your time. And the best way to do that is to cut out things that distract you from being conscious of your time, of course, because they're always going to distract you from doing the tasks that are going to move you forward the most. And I know I'm saying stuff that I've kind of said a lot of times, and also some stuff that I know but don't stick to all of the time, but I try my absolute best, and I am improving. I'm just trying to re-establish my relationship with stimulants and stuff. By stimulants, I mean my phone and stuff. I don't mean drugs. I will never do drugs in my life. But yeah, I hope that makes sense. But that's something that I wanted to kind of say today because I thought about it. And every time I go on holiday and stuff, I'm like, shit, I've literally come from England, got to the airport, got on a flight, and I'm in Porto by midday. Still got half of the day left. Crazy. So just food for thought there. But anyway, in regards to what I'm doing at the moment, everything's done on the back end. I just need to rebuild. Like I've got all of the copy for my site. I just need to rebuild it on a different website builder, which won't take long at all because it's all a template, and then I've just got to move some stuff around. So that's a quick job. Once that's done, my email domain's done, my domain's done, paid for, whatever. So it's just a case of outreach as much as I can, as well as optimizing sales calls, sales scripts, and handling objections when they come. So getting objection answers ready in advance and learning them. So yeah, that's basically where I'm at with that. And it's mass outreach on every front, as well as optimizing fulfillment. But I think we're getting to the point of that being optimized. But obviously, it's never going to be perfect. So there's always going to be ways to improve, and that's what we're doing. So yeah, and then peace of mind. I've put peace of mind regarding possible notifications. I feel like I always feel inclined to check my phone and check the specific things when I'm working, because I feel like I'm missing out on something. There's something that I've been told that I don't want to miss, because if I miss, I'm gonna get in shit, or I'm gonna screw up. But I look back in hindsight over the last month, and if there's is there anything in the last month that I've missed that if I were to have missed for 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 hours, maybe even over a day, would it have had that harsh a consequence? I really don't think so. I really don't think so, but I still think that there's going to be a message like that. So I keep thinking that I need to check. I check these things, but I also think it's an excuse to just get a stimulant from checking for notifications again, because it's just how they're built. You get that dopamine hit every time you get a notification, so why not check for them, because it feels good, right? But your brain doesn't know any better. It just knows when it gets hit with dopamine. It doesn't know whether the dopamine is good or bad. It just knows that it's dopamine, to which your subconscious just builds that habit, ingrains that habit, so that you do it more. So it's quite sad, but it's just the blatant truth. So yeah, that's where I'm at with that. I just need to just literally conquer my mind and just get on with it, without doing random things. Just be like, okay, realize when the distraction is hitting me and I want to go and do it, and just say no, I'm not doing it. What benefit does it bring me? What happens if I wait? Nothing. Okay, cool, we'll wait, and then I check it when I've finished my quote unquote deep work session, whatever. So I think this week's been good. I mean, I've gone to the gym 4 days out of, well, actually, if we could include the weekend, if you go from Saturday to Friday, went Saturday, Sunday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday, so 3, 4, 5 days out of 7 this week. So it's good. It's good. We're building the habit in slowly. That's good. In regards to productivity, it's good. Obviously, it can be better. I do say that I'm going to work a lot harder than I am in some areas. When I say I'm going to go and get my head down to work, and I do get distracted, but it's getting better. But again, I know it can be so much better, but I keep getting distracted for whatever reason. It's my subconscious, and I need to stop being a bitch. I just need to completely just own up to my subconscious to be like, okay, this is where I'm fucking up. This is what I'm going to do to fix it, and just do it. And if I feel the urge to go and check something, I just let go of the urge. I'm like, yep, it's not going to bring me any benefit. There's going to be nothing there. Why would I do it? I've just got to hold it off, and I'm going to slowly keep doing that until my subconscious realizes that I'm not going to do it, and I then therefore get less of an urge to do it. So yeah, that's this week. Same goes for this weekend and next week. If you watched yesterday's video, you'll know that I'm going to Athens on Wednesday this week. I know I said I'd be doing monk mode until the 22nd, but I got offered a trip for £130 for 4 days with a friend. So I thought, why the fuck would I say no? This is what I'm kind of working towards, and I get an offer like that. Why would I say no to something like that? You'd be utterly dumb to say no to something like that. So I'm going to enjoy that, but obviously I'm still going to work that while I'm out there, because it's just my job. And then we go into the new year, knowing what the new habits are that we want to ingrain, knowing what the new habits are that we've ingrained and are it slowly ingraining, and we can go into the new year already on a percentage of progress, as opposed to starting from zero and going from there. And maybe using the new year to have even more motivation to move forward. But of course, if I just were to just say, you know what, I'm just going to give up and I'll be back on the new year, it just doesn't work, man. It doesn't work. It really doesn't. It's just New Year's naivety, honestly. So yeah, I'm going to completely go ham this weekend. I think I'm just going to get my head down and work this whole weekend as much as I can, with minimizing distractions. I think the best time to work is in the morning to the early afternoon. Come the evening, I focus better, but also I get distracted by my friends calling me, wanting to do stuff, play stuff, my family wanting to watch a film, all this stuff. So I can obviously block them out, and I do a lot of the time, but the distraction's always there, and it's always there, making me feel like I need to check my phone and do all this stuff. So yeah, I'm gonna get up relatively early tomorrow, and then get on job. Really, I don't think there's much more I need to say on that front, but yeah, it's just the process, boys. Not every day you're going to be perfect. You just got to show up every day as best you can and just move forward. And I just need to get better at putting my head down for extended periods of deep work. And if I can do that, I think I can do anything. So that's what I've been working on, and that's what we're doing, and that's what we are doing moving forward. So yeah, thank you for watching the video. I do recommend all of you try doing that kind of stuff, because it is incredibly valuable, I think. it's one of the key elements to success. I think just being able to minimize distractions and just focus on one thing for an extended period of time, and just focus and even just focus on just one thing at a time in life in general. Also, an incredibly good thing, because if you keep splitting your attention between two things at the same time, you're just going to get distracted, not do as good a job on both, and it's going to take you 10 times longer. So just try and focus on one thing at a time, and once you finish one thing, then you can do the thing that you feel like you need to do. You can do it afterwards. So that's a bit of wisdom I'll give you today, and just remember that there's a lot of stuff you can get done in a day. So don't take your days for granted, and try and use them as best you can. But with that said, I appreciate you boys. Thank you for watching. I appreciate all the support. Again, really do. I'm going to reply to comments tomorrow morning when I wake up, because I got a few on yesterday's video and I need to get back to them. So I appreciate all you boys, and see you for day 56 on Saturday night. So yeah, appreciate you. Bye.